Good.
How long have your ankles been swollen?
Couple days.
Yeah. Mine were like tree stumps. I love being pregnant.
No, you didn't.
Any headaches? Good. Well, everything seems great. Probably another week, maybe 2. So, how's the other baby?
Harris?
Yeah.
He sat up in his chair again all night.
You know, somebody ought to tell him that it's the woman who's supposed to act crazy. Oh.
Another fight.
Okay, all right. Let's have a look.
What am I supposed to do? Let him rob us blind?
Sit down, please. So you went to his place?
Huh. And the cans are there, empty. He comes roaring out and takes a swing at me.
You suspect a crime's been committed, you come to us. You don't go knocking people's teeth out.
I told you, he came at me first.
So you knock his teeth out. Frank wants to press charges.
Aw, hell.
He says you were trespassing. He was defending his property.
To get my own gas cans back? What happens now?
You go back to work and stay clear of Frank. We'll be in touch with you.
Assault for 2 cans of gas.
Ask around the rec center.
What for?
Could have been kids. They pour the gas off and ditch the cans in Frank's yard. You know what they do with gasoline.
I've heard. So we're ruling out Frank.
His legs are no good. I mean, he couldn't have carried 2 full cans of gas that far.
All right.
James? Everybody's pretty excited that your father's coming. We've never had a senator visit here.
Yeah, he draws a crowd.
I understand that the offer is $49.51, but we're asking for $60.40.
Well, how about a compromise? I mean, we still have room to bargain here. I think that we can make some compromises, and Gastron will guarantee 40% jobs for band members. We pay for training, in the South if necessary.
What's up?
Oh, wait.
This is in addition to everything we offered before. Peter, nobody is going to better this deal. You know it.
It's a good deal. It'll be considered along with the others.
I have to take that as a no. Peter, we have been around this block a dozen times, and my board is, frankly, out of patience.
It's never good to run out of patience.
Well, good luck. You're gonna need it.
Need to borrow the truck.
I thought you bought Leon's.
The motor's shot. What am I supposed to do? Come on, Peter. I got 3 guys sitting around and no truck.
It's in the shop. Sam's working on it.
If I wasn't paying stumpage, I could buy a new one.
And if I don't collect stumpage fees from you, Sandra Zika's outhouse doesn't get fixed until springtime.
Well, sounds like you'd fix Sandra's outhouse. My truck, too, if you thought I'd change your mind.
It's complicated.
Yeah? How hard can it be? I need a truck, Sandra needs an outhouse. You need a deal.
You know, all I ever hear from you is whining. It's easy to snipe from the sidelines, but it's time to grow up, Teevee. You want to be a businessman, go do it. But don't come to me every time you need to blow your nose.
Okay. Okay.
My opinion, it's a mistake. What's the harm in giving Frank White a little gas for his truck?
The band can't afford it.
All right, so he has to steal it, get his face punched in.
Like you were gonna lend it to him, right, Jerry? Is that Lois's crib?
I told Harris to pick it up a week ago. He wouldn't touch it. Anything new from the Grand Poobah? What? You hear something?
Well, I shouldn't say, you know.
What?
Well, nothing's official, but it sounds like this is the one.
Gastron?
Yes.
How do you know? What did Peter say?
What does Peter ever say? But the deal, Matt, guaranteed jobs, training, everything we asked for.
If he was gonna sign, why didn't he bring it up in council?
Who knows? We got a senator coming. TV camera, big feast.
Of course. That's it. He'll announce it at the feast.
New jobs for Northerners. Looks good on television.
My God, I can't believe it. We finally have a deal.
This is great news. Great news. Top of the line. Order it through Northern.
Who did?
Me. I told you. That old crib of Kyla's isn't good.
Give me that before you hurt yourself. Well, this has to be done right, you know, or else it's dangerous.
Excuse me for trying to help.
You haven't even started on the baby's room.
I told you I'll get around to it, all right?
Fine. I'll get around to it.
Well, she should be resting anyway.
She's not tired.
Thanks for bringing the crib over, Jerry, old buddy, and nearly throwing your back out in the process.
Yeah, thanks.
Looks like we're gonna charge Peterson. How's your dad? Rough losing teeth like that. Still, it shouldn't keep him from working.
He doesn't have a job.
Oh. What about that contract hauling garbage from the rig? So who do you figure did it if it wasn't your dad? Peterson was so sure it was him because he tried to borrow gas.
It wasn't him.
Michelle figures it was kids looking for some sniff. But why would they leave the gas cans here?
I don't know.
I know it wasn't your dad. He couldn't carry the cans full, not with his bad leg. And I know he needed the gas for the truck if he wanted to haul that garbage from the rig. And we know he didn't have any money. And we know the gas is in the truck. He just needed a little bit until his next payday. So you got him some. Because you're a good kid. And you love your dad.
He needs a job.
Yeah. I know.
You didn't go to the rec center?
No.
You get lost or something? Or maybe you're just bored with these small town cases.
I didn't go to the rec center because I was getting a confession from Lori Whitemud. The gas was in the truck. She stole it so that her dad could get a job hauling garbage from the rig.
She told you that?
Yes. He tried to borrow the gas from the band, but your brother turned him down. So Lori helped herself out of the back of Peterson's truck. It was about money, not substance abuse.
Why didn't you tell me about the job at the rig?
Wanted to verify it with Lori. It was $40 worth of gas. I loaned her the money so that she can pay back Peterson, and that's that. I'll write it up for you.
You didn't tell me about this either. Hell of a way for me to find out that you requested a transfer.
I'm sorry. I meant to.
Did you think this wouldn't go through me? That you wouldn't need my support? You've been here less than 3 months.
You don't need me here. You don't need anyone. You're a one-man band.
No, I do need someone, but someone who's prepared to learn.
Look, you don't like me, fine. Why don't we just cut our losses?
Hope I'm not interrupting.
You made it.
You must be Michelle Kennedy, Jack Harper. Heard a lot about you. Told her. Not very smart.
I know, I was going to. We don't talk well. I kept putting it off.
Well, she's ticked at you now.
She is the most habitually pissed off woman I've ever met.
She's got a great reputation.
Yeah, well, I need her recommendation. This could be a big step for me.
So what's coming here?
I was supposed to be corporal. She was supposed to go away and stay away.
Maybe I'll have a word with her.
Jack! Gas drunk.
That's what Jerry said.
Peter never said anything to me.
Peter never tells you anything.
It's supposed to be a secret. He's making the announcement at the feast.
What's all this?
Someone sent it to us.
Yeah? Who? We don't need this crap.
Harris?
Junk.
It's not junk. It's from your mother.
She is not my mother. Who told her we were having a baby anyway?
I did.
This stuff come with an invoice?
The baby should know both grandmothers.
No! I was her foster child. The only thing I was to her was a cash cow. And the less this baby knows about Lillian, the better.
What are you going to do, write his biography?
If he wants a transfer, he needs an evaluation, so I'm going to give him one. A real one.
Remind me never to cross you.
It's the way he went about it, like he's special, like none of the rules apply to him.
Just say no.
I haven't made up my mind. I'm just doing my job.
Right.
Notre Dame, Marcy, Nigedi. Lynx River welcomes you.
Marcy, this is a gift that means a lot to me because it carries in it the stories and the spirit of this place, these friends. I have a gift for you that does something similar. 220 megahertz Pentium processor with CD-ROM. There's a program in here with a complete Slavey dictionary and stories from the North. And I think it also has Hover and Tetris.
Yay! Hey, you know Manitoba's too cold for me, Doug. Especially Winnipeg. Yeah. So James Harper. This incident in the Pa. Drunken party, guy was stabbed, killed. James was called, never showed. He was cleared. But I was looking over the testimony from the inquiry, and I was wondering if I got everything. There are eyewitnesses who are listed as having testified, but I don't have it here. Or maybe they didn't actually testify. Could you? Thanks, Doug.
Heard about what happened, man. That's rough. You should ask Peter for some gas.
I did.
Thanks, Rosie. Well, after the deal gets announced, things will be a lot better. You know, I could use an extra guy. Especially a guy like you with a truck.
My legs ain't so good.
Well, if you can drive, that's all we need.
I can drive.
All right, then.
I mean no disrespect to you, Mr. Kretchen. I tell you this story only because it illustrates that even when we speak the same language, we don't necessarily understand one another. I think I've kept you from your dessert long enough. It's a privilege to have been welcomed into your community. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Masi Cho. Now, I think Peter wants to say a few words. Peter?
Thank you, Senator Harper. You know, there was a time when the Dene and the Cree people were enemies. And had the senator's speech gone on much longer, I'm sure that war was going to start up again. Senator Jack Harper has been a good friend to me and to everybody here in Lynx River, and it's because of his help. I'm pleased to announce that Lynx River Resources has secured a bridge financing loan from the Federal Development Bank, which means that we are going to be able to continue our drilling program. I'd also like to thank all of you for your part in this celebration, and once again, especially to Senator Harper.
What about Gastrin, Peter? Is there a deal?
No, there's no deal.
Why'd he turn it down then?
Who knows? Didn't like his haircut, maybe.
How could you not want that deal?
So what was this stuff about Gastron? Some kind of deal cooking?
There should be, but Peter killed it.
No kidding. People getting ticked with Peter?
There's a lot of good deals out there. Maybe he's just looking for the best one.
Well, sounds like some people think that was the best one. Okay. Well, Nate.
It's no good telling our business to the media. Must have been something, some problem that we don't know about.
Maybe Peter's the problem.
So there's me and Aloysius Louis in this room with 200 white guys. And one of these guys, I think he was from Regina, he gets up and he starts in about employment equity. It's reverse discrimination and hard-working white guys don't stand a chance anymore. On and on. You've heard it all. Anyway, Aloysius goes up to the mic next and he says, very straight, on behalf of my people, I would like to apologize for all of the injustices we have committed against the white man. And he sits down. Funny man, I'm gonna miss him.
I heard there's gonna be a by-election.
We're gonna need someone in Yellowknife tough enough to do what you've done here. No cheap deals, no selling out, no matter how much pressure there is. Your stock is at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, everywhere but here.
Exactly. Maybe that's why it's time to make the move. See, the big fight is in Ottawa now, and Yellowknife. We need you. It could be done in a heartbeat. Something for you to think about. Michelle, can I have a word, please?
I'll see you at home.
He should have told you he was applying to transfer. That was a mistake. But it looks like the two of you don't communicate too well.
It's standard procedure to inform your NCO. Constable Harper knows that.
So, what now?
I'm doing an evaluation.
And your mind is open?
I'm waiting for some files.
What files? Are you talking about the Pa?
I'm sorry, I can't say.
There was an inquiry and he was cleared.
Yes, I know.
So what are you evaluating? Or are you just looking for dirt? What's your problem, Corporal? He's Cree? He didn't go to residential school? You think he's getting special treatment?
Does he?
Do you? This is the only posting you've had since you left Regina. Your own community. That's pretty good luck. Have they forgotten about you? Or maybe it's your special relationship with Inspector Cormier in Yellowknife. But that's all right, because special people deserve special consideration. Point is, we've got to stop fighting each other, dragging our own people down. I don't want to fight with you. But I promise you, Corporal, you sure as hell don't want to fight with me. Good run.
Not bad. So what'd she say?
Did you tell her anything about the Pa?
No.
Well, she's been checking on you.
I was cleared.
I know.
So what's her problem?
I don't know.
But there is a problem?
We'll see.
I gotta get out of here.
What the hell are you doing? People can use this stuff. And your baby can use this stuff.
Get away from me! Fine. Fine. Fine, I'm not gonna chase you for it. She didn't even wash him.
What is with you?
See this thing? This, my dear, loving so-called mother used to strap me into this thing and hook me to the clothesline like a friggin' dog. So she could get down to the Legion.
You're 45 years old, for God's sake. Get over it.
This stuff is poison. It's bad luck.
Bad luck. This is a bunny rabbit. It's a goddamn bunny rabbit. You got a beautiful wife that loves you, a baby on the way. You're surrounded by family. People look after you when you're old, in a nursing home, sitting in a wheelchair, helpless, alone. This is not bad luck. This is happiness. Grab it and hold it as tight as you can.
Hey, great party last night. Have you given my proposal any more thought?
A lot of thought.
And, you know, James is moving on as well.
Oh?
He'll need a recommendation from Michelle, but she's been kind of reluctant. Don't know why exactly. Has she mentioned it to you?
No.
You know, I'm very proud of my son. They tell me he may be one of the first Aboriginals to move into the top echelon of the force. Maybe right to the top. I just hope she doesn't delay his application until it's too late. Well, I've got to run make some calls. And We'll keep our fingers crossed about that loan.
I thought that was already settled.
Oh, it is. Nearly. Excuse me.
Peter, talk to her.
Shh, don't be so crazy. Come here. This is our baby. This is God's will for us, Harris. He made us out of love, just like we made this baby out of love. It's so simple.
I love you, Lois. I love you so much.
This is an RCMP staffing issue. He has no business talking to you about this.
Will you listen to what I'm telling you? He's linking the loan to James's application.
That's extortion.
Jesus, Mitch, will you get off your high horse? We have a serious financial crisis here, and Jack Harper can bail us out.
They think they have their own set of rules.
Well, they do. What's the problem? James not ready for a promotion? Or you don't like the way that he polishes his boots? Who the hell cares about James Harper? This is about our band. This is about our survival.
At any price.
God damn it, Mitch! Don't lecture me about what's right and what's wrong. This is about your damn ego. James gets a little under your skin, and you're willing to flush the whole town just to get your way. Will you give it a break? Will you let it go? You hear me? Let it go for once in your life.
You heard him last night. No deal. There's never gonna be a deal. You know why? He's lost his nerve.
Come on, Jerry.
Maybe he just wants to see us stay poor.
Oh, what? So we can keep being a big fish in a small pond, please? Look, he's afraid we're going to be swallowed up by a giant oil company, and he's right.
We're sitting on a fortune, and we're all still poor as dirt. That's not right. We need to call a special meeting of the band council. Make him show us the details of the Gastron deal. If we like it, then we'll sign.
What if Peter says no?
Then we ask him to resign.
Did they testify or didn't they? Well, why isn't it in the report? Who decided to leave it out? Do these files exist or not? Who said I can't? When? I see. Yeah, thanks. Senator. Those files I was waiting for from the PA. Eyewitness testimony.
What about it?
They never made it to the final report.
Well, not everything does, only what's relevant. Well, what's your point?
Well, now they've disappeared.
What does that have to do with James?
There was a house party. James went there twice to respond to domestic calls. Third time they called, he didn't go. Someone died there.
He was cleared. What else do you want from him?
I don't think James has been tested. Maybe the PA was a test and maybe he failed. And that's okay as long as he learns, but you're not giving him the chance to learn.
Did you speak to your brother?
Obviously, I can't fight you. You can make files disappear. If they want him in Burnaby, I won't stop it. But next time, it might be his life on the line. I want him to be ready. So should you.
Bet you gave that filthy thing up.
I have, when I'm with your mother. So quiet here.
Yeah. At night you can hear the roughnecks belching in the motel. So, is she gonna do it? Thanks.
Quite the piece of work, isn't she, this Michelle Kennedy? Arrogant, self-righteous.
I told you.
But tough. Guts. Not one to back down. You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah, well, there's 250 people here, and she's related to half of them, so how tough does she have to be?
She read the report from the Pa.
Good.
She thinks there's more to it. She thinks you didn't handle the situation.
I did what any cop would do.
She don't think so. She thinks you weren't tested.
I know what she thinks. I'm a spoiled brat from the South who hasn't paid his dues. She resents everything about me, and I'm not going to waste 2 years of my life waiting for her to get over it.
You could do worse than putting in some time with her.
I just did. 3 months, and that's enough, thank you.
You could learn some things.
Like what? We know what we want, Dad. We know where we're going. This, it doesn't matter. And neither does she.
We want a meeting first thing in the morning.
What's on the agenda?
Gastrin,
That's not a good deal.
we'll decide.
All right. First thing. I just got to make them understand.
They understand, Peter. They know exactly what they want.
I'll make some tea.
No, thanks. There are some things about James I want you to know.
Look, I told you I won't stand in his way.
No, listen. James was so good in school, he could have been anything he wanted. Lawyer, teacher. But he wanted to be a cop. And I'm very proud of my son. And maybe some of this is my fault. It was different for me. Harder. You understand? But how do you know you can go into a room filled with drunken murderers unless you've had to do it?
It's his job. If he can't do it, he can't be a cop.
Whatever you decide about James, I'm prepared to live with that.
Oh, right. And if I decide the wrong thing, you'll napalm the village.
No, I mean it. I'm standing down. But you give him a fair shot. Don't resent him because of who he is. If you do, that's not his problem. It's yours.
Come to bed. Wait 2 years and it'll be too late.
This is my home. And I have responsibilities here.
Don't hide behind this town, Peter. If you're afraid to leave, just admit it. Because I can deal with that.
I have a commitment here. If that looks like fear to you, then maybe you don't know what commitment is. So, that's it. It's the best offer we've had by far.
So why did you turn it down?
Because in my view, they're too big for us. Eventually, we'd lose control of our oil and our future.
What do we know about running an oil company? We need someone to help us.
In my opinion, they're not the right ones.
Some of us think different.
I know.
It's time to decide.
Before you do, I have an announcement to make. I've decided to resign. I'm going to run for the Legislative Assembly. You're free to do what you want, but as of today, I'm no longer your chief.
I guess the baby's coming now. We should go.
Harris.
Teevee. I know what you did.
This wasn't my idea, Peter.
Bullshit. You got everyone thinking Gastron, and then you stuck the knife in my back. But you know what? I'm not even sure that I blame you, but I am sure one thing. Your problems are just beginning.
You're doing great.
Thanks, Jerry.
Sarah, is she all right?
It's called a contraction, Harris. You see, there's a little human being that's got to squeeze itself out of her body. Elsie, could you find some extra pillows? And Jerry, we know where to find you if we need you. Yeah.
Morning.
Morning. I want you to know that I appreciate your support. Lynx River's been a real learning experience for me, and you've been a large part of that.
James, I'm not going to recommend you for transfer. Your father has told me he won't interfere.
I see. Can I ask you why?
My job is to make sure that you're a complete officer, properly trained. Right now, I don't believe that you are. I talked to your ex-partner in the PA, Doug Sandler.
So you know that I was cleared.
Of what?
Dereliction of duty. And I was exonerated unconditionally, but that's not good enough for you, is it?
Corporal Sandler said that after the inquiry, you started quarreling with your partners. Stop sharing information.
The biased opinion of a redneck white cop, you meet them out there in the real world.
The inquiry cleared you. Maybe you didn't clear yourself.
How far do I have to dig into your past to find some dirt, Corporal? Tell me again why we're not going after Albert Colo.
I don't have to tell you anything, Constable. You're angry and hurt, so I'll overlook that remark, and I won't put you on report.
So, I figure we run through the wash a couple dozen times, you should be fine.
Okay. Does it have a name?
Taiki. I used to call him Taiki. She all right?
Yeah, I'm just going to get a couple of things.
Can you get me my Bible?
Sure, what for?
I like to read the Big Ats. It gives me ideas for names.
Who are you calling?
Medevac. Bertha, give me 10 milligrams of Valium.
Oh, that's a good name, Salmon. I like that one. Salmon begat booze.
Boaz.
Sorry, Boaz. And Salmon begat Boaz of Rashab, and Boaz begat Obed of Ruth, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David the king. And
Jesse.
Jesse? Oh, it'll work for a boy or a girl. Lois?
Sarah!
Lois?
Lois?
Come on, what?
Elsie, hold her arm. Bertha. All right, get her arm. The baby's in trouble. Bertha, quick. Okay. All right. Pass me the airway. We're gonna have to help her breathe. Okay, give me the bag and the mask. Okay.
Is she all right?
Okay, get him out of here. Hang in there. Go. Okay, easy. All right. You're gonna be all right. Hang on.
I'd like to explain if you'll listen.
No need.
There is a need for both of us. I forget sometimes how different we are. The way you were brought up is so different than the reserve. There are dark places in all of us where the fear is hiding.
The plane is waiting.
Let it wait. You were trying to deal with your fear.
No, it isn't.
Will you walk with me?
Will you get me out of here?
What's his name?
Jesse.
Okay. Jesse's going to be fine.
What about my wife?
She's stable, Harris.
They're in good hands, don't worry. They're gonna be all right.